Hi, boys and girls. I'm not doing a lesson, but I did want to show you this book, okay? So this is an old Irish school book. It's definitely not the oldest one I have. All right, it's definitely older than me. This book is from 1976. So it's not a lesson. I'm just going to read the stories and tell you what they mean. So you can see what books were like maybe when your grannies and granddads were at school learning Irish, or when your teachers were at school, or when I was at school, we had books really like these for learning Irish as well. I liked them because they had stories and some special words at the bottom. It doesn't say on the outside what level this book is, but it does say lower D. So I am presuming like junior infants, senior infants would be A and B, first class would be C, and D would be second class. It sort of makes sense to me. I think our Irish reading was a little bit more difficult when we were young. Anyway, that's all boring. Let's get on with this story. I'm trying to read it backwards, so be patient. I know you can see it the right way around. Okay, so this story is called Bow. Do you remember what a bow is? From Ein Do Muckus. Bow. Bow is a cow. Yeah. And if you kind of want to know what's going on as well, it's a good idea to look at the pictures. So there's bacon and eggs, tea, jam. Oh, the clock. You can sort of see it's about 8:10. Lots of clues. I don't think it's the night time as well, because out through the window I see blue skies. Anyhow, Bhí Pól agus Níl ag ithe an bhric-fasta. Ag ithe an bhric-fasta. They're having their breakfast. Okay, so Níl agus Pól. Agus seo í mommy. Okay. Moo. There she is. Sa Níl. Tá bow sa chiste sa Pól. Bow, we already said, is a cow. So there's a cow in the kitchen. It's a lot like the English word kitchen. Tá bow sa chiste sa Pól. Ní féidir le bow dul ar scoil sa Níl. Now, ní féidir, not able, ní féidir le bow, a cow can't, dul, go, ar scoil. Do you remember scoil? School. Yes. Ní féidir le bow dul ar scoil sa Níl. Níl said it. Sa Níl. Look, it's there again. Moo sa Níl. And then tá bow sa chiste sa Pól. So Paul said it. Sa Níl, said Níl. All right. Agus ní féidir le bow dul go dtí an circus sa Níl sa mommy. Uh-oh. So mom's like, oh yeah, and a cow can't go to the circus today. That's right. Agus ní féidir le bow dul go dtí an circus sa Níl sa mommy, mommy said. Hosig Pól agus Níl ag goire. Cad bríle ag goire? What does that mean? Yeah, they're laughing. Hosig Pól agus Níl ag goire. So which words were really important down here? Ag iha, that was eating. I remember our teacher in second class used to make us put a circle around the words that went together. An bhric-fasta, the breakfast. Circus, circus. Hosig, started or began. And we would have to learn one off every night for our homework, or learn all of them for one night, depending on your teacher. So I won't do the whole book because it'll take ages, but we'll have a look at another one. All right, so Brick-fasta. So we already had that on the last page. On Brick-fasta was the breakfast. All right. You're going to know and understand loads of this now, even in first class. Bhí mummy sa laba. Remember to get clues from the pictures. So where was mummy sa laba? She was in bed. Cuig níomh isteach sa seomra. Okay, so Shinny Niev went into the room. Sha Ada, breakfast mommy. Here is your breakfast, mummy. Ersa Niev. That means said Niev. Mahan Colleen, Ursa mummy. What's mummy saying? Good girl. Oh, Thega wami, Ursa Niev. Theuk, meaning look. Bhí Ludo egg on Doris. Ludo, shin on Madra there, Ludo. Bhí Ludo egg on Doris. Agus spoonog in a veil. Cos atá in the veil. What's in his mouth? Spoonog. Okay. Nach ma Ludo, Ursa. Mummy, isn't Ludo good? Ma. Nach ma, isn't he good? Nach ma Ludo, Ursa, mummy. So what happened? Nia forgot to bring a spoon, and then Ludo brought it to mummy. That was sweet. So let's see which words are important from here. Shomra, that was room. Sha, meaning here. Sha, or this. Sha, mummy, on sha. Very similar. Colleen is a girl. So Colleen agus tá Ludo in a bhuacail. He's a boy. Spoonog sounds a lot like the English word spoon. Spoonog. Knock. Isn't. Knock ma Ludo Ursa mummy. Isn't Ludo good? Said mummy. Okay. If you get sick of this, stop it. Go away. And then come back and catch up with another one. So there are lots of stories here. And let's see if I can pick a nice one. Oh, this is funny. Paul is actually being a bit naughty, right? Told Donna, right? Ar Scoil, so he's playing a little trick. Ar Achara. Tomás. Tomás is Paul's friend. So there's Tomás, there's Paul, and we get a clue again about what's happening from the pictures. And this scale is called Oscail an Doras, right? So what does that mean? Open the door. Oscail an Doras. Bhí Paul agus Tomás Ar Scoil. Where were they? Ar Scoil is at school. Ri Paul isteach sa seomra. Now we learned Shomra meant room already. So rip, beaky egg, rip. Yep, he ran into the room. Rip, Paul, isteach sa Shomra. Goon sé an Doris. So oscail an Doris. Agus goon sé an Doris. He closed it. Cuir sé siacán egg an Doris. Oh, he put a seat where? At the Doris. Agus hig sé air. He sat down. Hig sé air. All right. There we are. Oscail an Doris a foil. Ersa Tomás. So what was he telling Paul to do? Oscail an Doris, open the door. Near Oscail Paul a. Oh, Paul, Donna beg to a dribble loads. All right, he will be in trouble. He didn't do it. He didn't open the door. He's keeping his friend Tomás locked out. And here are the important words, or the new words. Tomás. Room. Do we remember Oscail? Goon. Open, close. Oscail sé, goon sé. He opened and he closed. Siacán. Okay. So that's his seat. Hig. Do you remember hig? It's like sig shias sinish. Sit down now. Hig she shias. Air on siacon. He sat on the seat. Okay. And then the last one there was near. That's for negative, that's for no, that's for not. So near Oscar, he didn't open. Near Goon, he didn't close. Near, didn't, negative. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, lots of other stories. I think Paul is being a little bit naughty at school. Maybe I'll read some more another day. Maybe I will read some from a book that I have got that's even 40 more years older than this. Okay, so I'll save it for another time, but here's a good one that we might read next. Thomas teen. Okay, so his leg is not well, it hurts, his foot's hurting and he's not feeling great. All right, so Shin Shin, we met Ludo, but we have not met on Cat Fos. We did not meet the cat yet. August on Isk. So I guess we'll get around to meeting the cat and the fish another day. Again, just for fun, not a lesson, not really for teaching, just giving you a little look at what Irish school books were a bit like when I was little at school, and when your parents were little at school, when your grandparents were little at school. We didn't really have workbooks for Irish at all. Workbooks are sort of a new-ish idea, and maybe the last 35 years kind of thing. We had books like these. We had our important words that we learned for spellings, or that we learned what they meant, and then we had to make them into sentences when we were good at them, and we did a lot of writing our news on Nuacht as Gaeilge, which you guys will be starting as well at the end of the year. Hopefully we won't get kicked out again in 2021 and we'll get to write our Irish Nuacht. So there you go. Sale Gleov. That's the name of that old book. Okay. So I hope that was even a tiny bit interesting, but that's the end of everything, and I will catch up with something else, with something more fun, and maybe some more stories from this another time. So